What's up guys, Socajowa here. This is my first League of Legends guide. I'm doing it on my favorite League of Legends champion called Katarina. She's a very strong AP mid assassin, can really carry games with her. She's probably my best played champion in ranked and the one I do the most work on. Kat is probably one of the best champions at making plays and just carrying your team in general, so I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. First ever guide I've ever made, so cut me some leeway. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. I do boots 3 pots, and then I rush sorcerer's shoes so you can roam. One of the best abilities while playing Cat is the ability to roam and gank other lanes and get them fed as well. And when you have other lanes fed, you have that much more chance of winning your game. The reason you're stacking spell pen with the haunting guys and the sorcerer's shoes and not just building traditional AP items is because her AP ratios with most of her abilities is really bad. So you tend to want more spell pen for true damage and to build the AP later on. And your main goal in laning phase is to harass down your opponent, which is really easy to do if you do the right combo. What your main combo is Q, E, W. After you've hit the champion with a Q, it applies a mark similar to Akali's that is consumed when you basic attack the champion or use a W. Pairing those two together is what makes Katarina very strong against most squishy AP mids. She also has very strong diving potential because of her reduced damage from her Shun Po. So you can dive champions really easily with your ER combo. Now another small tip that I like to use for when the enemy jungler tries to gank is to Shun Po to him if he comes in behind me, as seen in this clip. They really don't expect you to leap onto them as a target to get away, but this works a lot of the time if you don't have a minion to Shun Po to. You want to take 1 point in Q and E and then max W for the most AoE damage, prioritizing your ult, then W, then Q, then E. That's the skill order for Katarina, and now we'll move on to the roaming phase. One of the great things about Katarina is she's an assassin type mage, so you can roam other lanes very easily with her. Due to her mobility, Shun Po, and her W that gives a speed boost, you can keep up with characters once you've ganked from Tribrush through the lane, or even through the river if they don't have wards. Ganking top and bottom lane to pick up easy kills is one of the best ways to snowball the game for your victory. One of the strongest things that makes Katarina really strong is her passive called Veracity. Getting a kill or an assist on any of the enemy champions will reduce your cooldowns of your abilities by 15 seconds. So if you get at least 3 kills or 3 assists in a team fight, your ult will already be off cooldown. In between each kill, you'll be able to spam all of your abilities for the most damage output. This passive is what makes Katarina borderline OP, and even though Riot keeps trying to nerf her, she's still going to be really strong due to this passive. One last thing I'd like to mention is to always carry 2 wards with you at all times, if you can. Katarina's Shun Po ability isn't only used for damage, it's also for an escape, and when there's no minions and you're being chased by 5 enemy players, you can easily put a ward over a wall and save your flash cooldown for something else if you have a ward, or just to put it ahead so you can Shun Po to something if you don't have a minion or a teammate. I really hope you guys enjoyed this guide. I put a lot of effort into it, so I would appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I'll be doing some full game League of Legends commentaries really soon, so stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoyed.